really fun. I mean, I could have guessed it today, but it seems like there's too many casts going on, so I just decided not to do it and focus on resting. And I feel that I have not rested the whole day, even though I was trying to rest. Awful. So while we wait for the girls in game, let me see. I think I have a second overlay that I could show you. Uh, Here, I think I could show you that. Then okay, so let's do that. There it is. No, it kind of sucks. We could talk about stats though. Yes, stats. Let's take out the stats. I don't remember. Wardle actually didn't do that great on okay. Just needed to tell Vez something. Okay, some more players are joining. Slowly. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, let me show you guys. Yeah, the Orgos game, by the way, was super fun to cast. I loved it. Really, really fun. Okay, I want to see. See, that's what I think. I think this is the last game because that's it looks like this is the playoffs thing. So the UCF night. Oh, so that's a university. Wow. Damn, they're pretty good for a university team. What the fuck? Kind of impressed, guys. Kind of impressed by the team we're playing. Kind of cool. Let's see their stats. Who's the players to watch? No, it's not a playoff game. Okay, player to watch seems to be Chill Dam. Look at how many kills he have this season. Oh, but the RDR is pretty good. So I wonder what the RWS is for. Oh, 1v1. Okay, so he's their clutcher. And they're 1v2. Okay, so Chill Dan. This is Chill Dan, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty cool stuff. I was wondering if they all that like CSGO pics. That's really cute. Is Char like could Char be their coach? Oh, they played at Nerd Street Gamers. Did I miss Busaka? No. Really cool, everyone. More and more players getting in, but we're not ready yet for the full game. We're gonna go in when we're ready. This is the last match of the ESEA Season 33 Advanced Season for CLG Red. But you guys need to know that there's a lot of seasons. Yeah, there's 3 a year, so should still have another more seasons in 20. Hi, Teeny. The playoffs should go on for like April. Next season should start in June. I think that's, or end of May or something like that. So, yeah. Just waiting here for people to get in. Here's what we can do. Let's put my game with them. While we wait. Where's my cat? Okay. So excited for this. Oh, actually, let me turn off. Okay, let me just turn off the music real quick. Bam. No fade. Just straight up off. And put back some volume inside the game. So everyone's kind of warming up. As we wait for everyone to get in the server. I think everyone from CLG is in. Yep. Oh, so it looks like we might just be missing Vez in the server. Everyone's in there. If I press tab. This can go. Hey Zach, do you see you got donated? Oh yes, Ventili, I do. As it's going live, let me go onto Discord with you. So much better when you're there. All right, Ventili's joining us, guys. Hey, Spoonman. Merci, Lauriane. All right, ladies and gentlemen. CLG won the knife round, and here we are for... Oh, my face is still there. Let me fix that. All right. We're live for ESEA Season 33, last match of the season. Match 16 versus UCF Knights. CLG Reds roster is your amazing ladies, Diane, Benita, Rough and Edge, Goose Breeder, and Emmy. This is International Women's Day, and in their honor, I'm glad to be casting their game alongside with Ventili, who's gonna join pretty soon the Discord.
Hanging out already.
Ah, you're already here.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah. Happy International Women's Day. Let's get into the action though, right? 4 kills already. 1 more to go at Tetris. It's gonna be Bat X41 gets headshotted by Diane, and it's gonna be the ladies taking the pistol round to start things off.
Did you see Benita tried to go for the 1 bullet headshot onto Ticket, onto Tetris? Really, really funny. Nice freaking round. The perfect counter strategy for CLG Red in this round. Thank you for the sub.
I like how you called her Refidage. I think I'm gonna have to call Jennifer Refidage from now on. But yeah, that was a rough round for USC Knights. Not a single bomb plant. Only 1 kill out of that, so they only got $300 off that last round. So that's why they're on a full save in this round here. And I don't know what kind of fake they're trying to do, because Char is at the A ramp. I guess he's just gonna try to go for kills on rotations, but I'm not sure if it's really worth it when you're by yourself out there. As you can see from the minimap, nobody's rotating from the ladies, so they're gonna run into B, and Emmy's gonna be ready for this with Diane, and they drop 1. They're trying to get the bomb into the site at least. We're trying to get the bomb plant for Chill Dan. That's the mission. They actually clear it out with the Glocks. At least Diane's already on rotation. We're getting the plant safe at the pillar. And quickly, we're going to come in, dispatch the rest of UCF, and get the defuse now for CLG Red to make it 2-0. But mission successful, 2 kills, and a bomb plant.
There was a point in this round where I was like, are we about to get E-code? Lots of the Glocks are registering, but thankfully the girls were able to come out on top. But we still got a bomb plant from UCF. Oh my god, I'm going to keep saying USC all night. So
Speaking of which, that was a sick match yesterday, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh my
The
God.
ladies' match was the best match I've probably ever seen.
Yeah.
But the UCF Knights. We just got a TK'd. This is not looking super positive for them in this round 3 so far.
Yeah, we'll just keep calling him BA for the rest of the game, but he's going to go hard mode into this round with the bomb plant. You get a good upgrade for the terrorist side, so that was going to be the advantage to get the SGs. Again, still a very low buy for the CTs. I say low because, I don't like FAMASs. But because of that, though, hard mode for BA and already charged down to 21 HP. So the ladies are looking quite good and quite healthy into this round where they have a basic standard positioning for the hold here at mid-side. And they're running through the smoke. Okay, Rascal, big balls. But denied by Jennifer, he shall not pass. And she's actually peeking out. She doesn't know what's that chair. She does actually, drops the bomb carrier, and Emmy helps out to get the kill at brown boxes as BA is going to fall down. 5-on-2 situation, the bomb covered, and now it's going to have to be some individual skill play from Blue Sky. Manages to get the first kill onto Goose Speeder, but gives his position away, and Diane's in a perfect spot, but very low HP.
Very interesting motion here from CLG. They were pretty dynamic in this round, especially towards mid. It was a good play from Jen and everyone that was supporting her across the map. I really, really liked what I saw.
And now Blue Sky saw one catwalk, and Diane tried to go for the surprise peek, but she pays the price. At least Char falls down, so they know the last one is pinned. This should be the round for CLG Red, because again, they have the bomb in their hands, so there's 20 seconds left. At this point, Blue Sky, I saved my weapon, but he's going to go for a battle. So he's looking up towards connector first. Peeks out towards the brown boxes, so he knows one's cat, one's at brown box. Unknown for the third one. And now catches the first. 7 seconds left. I don't even know why you're still trying to go for it with 7 seconds left, but I guess you want to try to hurt some economy, but your economy is low at the same time. Your side.
While we wait to see if UCF is going to buy or not into this next round because their economy is kind of rough, I just want to tell you, in case you didn't, because I didn't, they're from the University of something, Florida. I forgot already. But it's a university team, so that's pretty cool.
It's the University of Championship Fighting.
Let me check. Now I need to know.
It's cool, actually. As you bring that up, though, Steph, or as you're looking for that as well, we do see like an emergence of collegiate sports teams, esports teams for universities. I know following your vlog, you did one interview with the official Université de Montréal Fortnite team.
Yes.
That's pretty cool as well.
That was
I'm
really
just
cool.
rambling right now, because it's just pistols right now for UCF. I mean, just dual armor for some that could afford it. But it should be an easy round here for CLG Red. But yeah, it's cool to see a lot of collegiate teams coming up and making esports teams. I know for a fact when I was hosting as well the Canadian Nationals for Rainbow Six, we had 2 teams from Ottawa for the Carleton Ravens University, Carleton University in Ottawa. They had 2 teams actually, the Ravens, black and the white.
It's the University of Central Florida as we go into this next round. In a buy round, a full buy round for both teams for the first time of this game.
Yes, this is going to be the first real one. And as a real one, we have an op in the hands of Diane. No ops for UCF, which is okay. We've seen from the minor qualifiers that we casted as well yesterday, Steph, that, not many people are utilizing the ops. If you're not comfortable with it, it's okay to go with the SGs on the T side at this point. And Char gets the first opening kill onto Diane, so Emmy has to come up big now at her spot. Now they go for a jiggle peek. He puts Char down to 8 HP, but Char is pretty much on his own, trying to force a rotation, and it works because Diane's rotated over to the market, so that opens up the mid side for 3 members of UCF to crawl up towards Catwalk. But the bomb is yet to get picked up, and look at that minimap. Goose Breeder is actually pushed all the way up.
Yeah.
She's not going to hear the footsteps, though.
She's doing great. I think what the reaction of CLG just got here with the new map changes on Mirage, it's exactly what they needed to do. Take control of A, push somewhere so that... Oh! As I say that, Jen like stops watching the only spot that she could kill from, and they come out palace and everybody went down. I'm never saying that CLG is doing something right before the end of the round. What a jinx!
Caster's curse. You'll get used to it, Steph. I mean, after casting this game for X amount of years, we always have the caster's curse.
Right?
Even on top of that, I mean, when we talk about Goosebreeder having a great push and also a possible flank, it was going to be good if Emmy and Diane were able to at least get 1 or 2 kills to give her time to rotate. But she went back towards middle. It was open. Nobody was there. What I meant by open, so she can really get anything done.
Yeah, unfortunately for them. And it's going to make Goose save her gun, and if we press stab as the bomb is gonna explode, we'll see the new economy, which is not looking great for CLG. So although we're in the lead 4-1, we might have a save on our end now.
Yeah, I mean, pistol round they lost 1 player, the second round they lost 2 players, and then the third one they lost 4. So you're forcing, even on the second and third round for CLG Red, you bought M4s and FAMASs. Sorry, for the third round, so it was, and the fourth round you have ops and M4, so you did put a lot of economy in the last 2 rounds, and even Emmy stuck in spawn. I guess they're still trying to figure out what you wanted to buy. Because of the economy, as you mentioned, Steph, they're going to go for a save, and stacking up actually the pistols at the A site, and a solo hold from Goosebreeder with the M4 at B.
Yeah, give me 1 second. It looks like this is going to be the perfect stack for CLG if BA moves forward with this plan, which seems to be scoping what's going on at A. But, you know, it's some sort of still of a default here for UCF. But Char is putting so much pressure towards B every round that eventually I think CLG is going to have to think about it.
Nice crossfire setup at least there. He saw the barrel of the USP sticking out towards that balcony, but didn't know that there were two players on the triple box side. So that puts it on a 4v4. And actually, they could still decide to say, look, looks like there's a stack towards the A bomb site. Let's go B. Char is trying to peek it out, but you still have Goosebreeder in there with the M4, so she's going to have to come up big. The bomb is walking there at the same time. She's going to get pinched from catwalk and from upper B as well. So let's see what she can do with this. Oh, gets the headshot on it then. Gets the smoke, but Char's already out towards the balcony. She might get caught if she peeks out. And she does. She was looking at the wrong angle as he drops down. He doesn't know that Jennifer's inside the site, though. She does have a deagle and hiding inside the smoke. There's 20 seconds left on the clock, and Benita's on a huge flank as well. The bomb is actually down on the top, and they're not even up there yet. So this is going to be huge if the timing's correct. Jennifer, a great play there. She's going to get traded off by Char, but now that the bomb is covered, she doesn't have to peek. Speaking about Diane, she picks by Benita rather. She picks someone off on top of that, but she misses the shot. Do they have time to go for a plant? I think they do.
Oh!
No, they don't. Ooh!
What a round from CLG! All across the map. I really believe this was a big mistake from UCF with how much time they took to regroup towards B when they saw that there was at least 3 or maybe potentially 4 people at A. Wow, what a hold from Goose and Jen, winning so much time in that bomb site for everyone to rotate.
You got to give it to Jennifer for sure. That deagle kill was the nail in the coffin for CLG Red to win that round. If she didn't get that kill, definitely was a bomb line coming through, and Benita probably would have had off timing on the flank. So a great job there by Jennifer on that clutch with the pistol that they bought. So basically an eco that they won there. And on top of that, you had a kill coming in after time. So that's why BA actually bought head armor, full armor, but had a gun drop towards them. So the economy is ruined right now for UCF. Should they lose this round here, there'll be a max loss bonus. They get a bomb plan they could buy. So they're looking okay. We'll just have to see what they're going to try to do as an execution for this round. But they only have 2 smokes to work with, so they don't really have A set smokes.
Yeah, and I like what I'm seeing here. Benita trying to put pressure back onto Char in upper B because he's been just having the time of his life getting picks there. But unfortunately for he wins that battle.
But nicely traded by Jennifer here with a pop flash from Diane. Looks towards Palace, trying to go for a third. A dink and a kill for a hat trick in this round for Jennifer. Now a 3 versus 2, make that a 2v2 as Chill Dan moves out towards Tetris and drops Goosebreeder under the balcony. Jennifer has to go for a quad kill here to try to win the fight. Oh, she's trying to spare cross. He's just sticking it. Ballsy play. She gets the kill, and then Emmy capitalizes on the kill onto Char. So, like I said, they get the bomb plant at least. I guess that's why he pretty much stuck it. But it's going to be somebody coming in here for UC Knights to be able, or UCF Knights, sorry, to be able to buy weapons.
What a round by Jen here with the 4K. Everything went her way. The timing. Someone was flanking her connector. She got out of connector, went to stairs while the bomb was getting planted. Successfully gets the kill without being flanked, you know? So it was just a really good karma round for her.
She's feeling it. I think it was like 3 kills on the pistol round on top of that as well. A clutch deagle shot and now a 4K. I mean, she's feeling this round.
Cast a curse.
I told you gotta get used to it. She gets sprayed and mollied down.
Yeah, I know, right? She didn't even play that round because we said she was playing good. That's exactly what happened. A UCF is taking control of mid. In connector already, Diane in a really tough position right now to be able to get these fights. And wow, Emmy gets spammed through the smoke. And I was scared Benita was also going to get spammed, but she successfully wins her battle at Catwalk.
Yeah, she had a nice surprise play there. Even drops the upper. And out in the open is Rascal. Gets picked off because actually, once again, Goosebreeder pushed towards the T-spawn. He was fighting her. The bomb was down. And now you do have Char trying to walk back from upper B halls. He's trying to pick up this bomb here. But the angle comes in across. He makes a footstep as well, but at least he picks it up. Now it's going to be a 1-versus-1 battle versus Goosebreeder at the entrance. She's going to get caught up and sandwiched here by Blue Sky and headshot it there. So it's a 2-versus-2. Still 40 seconds. They could still decide what they want to do here. And Benita is going to decide to move aggressively towards upper B to give a chance here for Diane to set up at A. She's going to play towards triple box to watch mid, but these guys are coming up A ramp. So she's going to be out positioned. At least this flash is going to give the position away so she knows where to look right after. So she's going to fall back and wait for the rotation from the team. 20 seconds left on the clock. Benita's still pretty far here. She has to go towards B halls to underpass to upper, and it's actually smoke there. But it's actually planned for her to play the retake. So this is actually not so bad for Benita. Diane's still stuck inside CT spawn. Blue Sky setting up a crossfire with Char at jungle and seems as Tetris. So now Char has made it safely. This is going to be even harder now for CLG Red for the retake. Blue Sky playing towards the window. He's going to catch Benita. Easy headshot. And I think this should make it confirm for Diane to maybe try to save. She's going to tap, tries to go for a flick, but Char dispatches her to make it 6-2.
That's really unfortunate here. It feels like at middle, Goosebreeder kind of tunnel vision on that guy upper B before getting flanked when she was spotted with the bomb. And then I really liked Benita's play from pushing. For some reason, Diane's positioning might not have been the best. I'm not quite sure because, you know, they were able to take so much control after the post plant, like you mentioned.
Off-shot miss. I think he saw only pistols there for Childan as well, so he could call it out that CLG Red's going to be on the eco. They're going to try to take mid-control, but they have a pop flash set up for Diane. Double flashes as well. And now it's going to have to come up for a deagle shot from Goosebreeder. Gets one with a headshot, trying to spray through the smoke. It's traded out by Rascal, and we're trying to pop flash across. We're running through. Fully blinded is Rascal, and he falls. And now it's going to be upper B, taken control by UCF. Now moving inside the site as well. And a 4-versus-2 to salvage an SG and an AK for CLG Red to try to retake this from upper B and from Catwalk.
This is winnable for CLG. It's going to be difficult, but it's definitely possible, especially with Childan being so close from Catwalk. Jen takes him out so easily with that boost. 3v2 for CLG. Oh my god, Sharp, a wall by himself, so low right now, 32 HP left. He's going to get traded by Diane. And yes, we do have time because I have the weird music kit that let us know when the bomb is gonna tick. And Emmy with the defuse. What another save round in the pocket for CLG.
I was gonna say when the first round and second round started, because you mentioned, Steph, that the Glocks were working to overtake the B bomb site. I think it's gonna be one of those nights where the server just registers so well for pistols, because you see the 1D coming in from Goosebreeder as well. These guys are actually on fire with the pistols, whether it comes for the girls or the guys from UCF. That being said, though, we talked about that boost. I think it was 6. We'll talk about it later because they're pushing up towards the A ramp. We're switching the gears. We're trying to rush quickly out towards the A site. Jennifer with the pop flash, but it doesn't blind anybody so far. They overtake Tetris and at Sandwich. The A site is now open. We have to try to go for the retake for CLG. We have Diane inside spawn. Benita peeking out towards jungle. Dispatched by Childan, and now both of them are stuck inside spawn. Re-peeking on the slow peek is Diane. Emmy trades it back. It's a 2 versus 1. She has ESG. Oh, almost gets the headshot there onto BA, who's forced to fall back. Now that Molly is going to waste the time, but a nice spray by Emmy. So now it's a 1 versus 1. Look at all the utilities. So she has so much to go with. She could smoke, she could Molly towards the jungle side, and has a kit on top of that. But she doesn't know where Char is at. Char, so many situations so far where he's stuck on a 1 versus X. He's spraying across. Emmy tries to lean back out. The nade comes across. She's going to be down to 21. He's picking out, but he does get the kill onto Emmy, who had a great position for that fight. But Char was just a little bit quicker on the trigger.
Yeah, wow, what a round from both teams. I think that UCF's tempo is really playing into CLG's Red's favorite defense right now. But unfortunately, got caught off guard at a ramp right away at the beginning of this round. And we're going to see a force from CLG Red right away with Scouts and Deagles.
Yeah, Scout Deagles and an op for Emmy. How are they playing this so far? They do have Benita spotting towards mid. You had Diane that had a great spawn to jump down at underpass already. She might be able to catch Childan off guard, who's holding it towards upper B so far. But slowly for the rest of the team, they're taking control of middle. And Diane's about to get this angle, but she gets headshotted. It's a little bit too antsy on that swing peak. Emmy pushing with the op. Misses the shot, though. Actually, she walled him.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Jennifer got a headshot.
What a shot from Jen with that scout. She's been stellar on all maps when she decides to scout. And really making a difference when CLG is war spying like that.
Man, that bench. You only see the top of the dome, and that's going to put Emmy down to 22 HP. We're splitting and crunching from A-Ramp and Connector. Childan moving forward. Benito with the 1D onto Rascal. We're trading it out towards the A site. Goose Raider has to come up huge now. Stuck under the balcony. Hunted down, but the crossfire comes across from Emmy as well. And CLG Red holds it down.
Perfect crossfire here from Goose and Emmy. I don't even know if they meant to do it, but Goose going up the ladder, winning that extra seconds for Emmy to save her ass. That was so cute. I really like what I just saw.
And let's see how UCF Knights are going to do this right now. It seems their default so far is always putting Char towards upper B, whether it's guns with pistols or guns with AKs. He seems to be the one that wants to try to find that information towards that upper B and try to force rotations first, then to decide where they want to go from that. So then UCF's default is, okay, let's just have Char lurk around, because on that second round where they tried to go for a plan inside B, Char was at A ramp by himself with the Glock. So he's going to be the solo player, lurker kind of player for UCF.
Yeah, and this is probably the slowest round that UCF has done so far, and they're doing it with 4 deagles in hand. So let's see how CLG reacts from it. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, CLG is probably their weaknesses at the moment. I can see on their CT side is when the terrorists take it very slow.
Oh, they spot Jennifer at Sandwich, but she stays alive so far because she still has backup from Goose Breeder at Ticket Booth. But now she's coming across. Oh no, that's a pop flash coming through from Diane. That's gonna blind Dan. He's gonna get taken down. She's still getting dinked, but still stays alive. Doesn't know that one's at Sandwich, and Char takes her down. So it's a 2 versus 1. Char again, last man standing, spotted by Benita. Now down to 8 HP. About to get pushed forward by Diane with a pistol as well. And they both pistol whip him down. And 9-3 for CLG Red. This should put a buy still for UCF.
Yeah, and like, it seemed on paper this was supposed to be a CLG Red round, but we ended up in a 1v2 at the end to be able to close it. So like I mentioned, as soon as you let UCF gain some ground, especially towards Connector, this is when I think it's going to be pretty dangerous for CLG in the upcoming rounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely definite bloodbath so far. We see it from a couple of setups that it's very rare that they have somebody out window looking across there. Again, the addition of the bench maybe could be the reason why they want to turtle up more. But because of that, it comes down to bloodbaths for the takes. Benita trying to push forward again, looking at the wrong angle. At least gets a dink, though, onto Blue Sky. Now the Molly is going to miss. He's going to maybe burn himself. That would have been hilarious. But Emmy and oh! Okay, I laugh at him. He laughs back. Take that. Tap in the face of Diane, who just jumps across, and he spots a pixel and takes her down. And that's going to force a definite save for Jennifer and Goose Breeder.
Yeah, that upper B push, I like what I saw, but I did not like the execution. So I like the intention, but the execution was kind of sloppy, allowing Benita to just kind of get rammed over, and then when everybody else was able to go through the smoke, and then the whole team exploded in B without having a single kill on the board for CLG. So, you know, there's no other choice right now for the girls to save, and Jennifer's going to be in a really tough situation, actually.
Yeah, she loses it. Yeah, it was a tough spot. I mean, I could see the intention as well with the changes to Mirage and no headshot position where you could be basically jump spot today in upper B. So you want to try to find the aggressive play and maybe surprise your opponents from time to time. So knowing that Char always goes towards upper B, Benita went through, but she had, I think it was Emmy, right, at the van. Yeah. So she had the flash. So the pop flash was intended for her to blind Char and for Benita to get the kill. But unfortunately, I think the timing was a little bit off where it was this time Blue Sky that couldn't even get didn't get blind at all. This round here, it's going to be Goose Beater running out of bullets, and she gets a pistol headshot onto Childan, picks up the AK, smashes in a smoke, and draws the bomb carrier. What a play by Goose Beater, and now it's a 3-on-2 situation. Char made his way towards the CT spawn, though. This should be an easy kill onto Benita. Now a 2v2, but they have the bomb taken down. Diane and Goose Beater against Char and Rascal. 2 SGs, 1 Deagle, 1 AK on the board, wielded from all 4 of these players. But what a play by Goose Beater.
What a round by Goose. She did exactly what she had to do, and killing 2 players almost through the smoke. And one more. She is in a 4K in this round.
Ace? No, the gun's sticking out. They're both peeking. No, she runs out of bullets. That's unfortunate. Because of all of that spray, she didn't have enough time to reload. And now they tried to go for the jiggle peek, and they peek one by one because of the timing on the bullets.
Yeah, that was kind of... It was a nice try, but if only they just had a little bit more communication where Goose hit in the corner and Diana to swing. Oh well. In those hectic rounds, you kind of take what you can, right? It was already great from her to have 4K.
I found it very questionable, too, that while she was spamming through the smoke, Char still decided to walk through there. He's like counting down the bullets like he's a card reader. Okay, she must not have enough bullets left. I could walk and try to pick up the bomb now. Get sprayed down, but thanks to that, they didn't give enough time for Goose Beater to reload. But I think also for positioning while she switched weapons and she looked back. You saw her look back at a 180 to Diane. So the communication was there, but you're using your mouse to communicate with your team instead of your mouth. That could have been a little bit better in terms of how they could have played that 2v1. Nonetheless, though, they're trying to bring it back. Another pistol buy coming through as they did have a 1-woman advantage. Now it's tied up as Childan is able to headshot Benita with an AK-47 at mid. So now we have a 3-on-3. Bomb is still up. Char's Goose Beater with that molly being thrown at jungle, but Diane's in a good position at Tetris. She's not going to get spotted here, but she misses a shot, unfortunately. So now that forces the bomb to try to peek out and gets the headshot there. So it should be an easy plan coming through, but it gives enough time for Emmy to rotate towards CT spawn now. She might be able to get maybe one kill, hopefully. But the round should come in favor of the Knights.
Last round of the map, so she's going to do the best she can.
Did Rascal timeout?
Yeah, it looks like it.
We'll take it. We'll take it. So 2v1, Childan still in a bad spot. Nice shot there by Emmy onto Dan. Now, I don't know what Char was doing at that point, but he's going to play so that he can play the 1-versus-1 again, beating his teammate to be the last man standing, which is okay, I guess. You have AKs versus pistols. You get the round. It's 9-6, but he should have just come out to help the bomb get planted.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate round, but even though it was kind of a 4v5 at the end, they successfully put a 6th round in the bag. And for CLG, you know, I liked what I saw for most of the half. I think that the girls had a really solid CT side, especially the amount of time they had to save, and the amount of time that they won those save round or forced rounds. It could have been like a 10-5 for UCF pretty easily. So pretty proud of the girls there.
Yeah, they definitely put a good display on the first half in terms of firepower. I think for the Knights as well, it was okay. Again, from the way that Char played that 2v1, He just wanted to be, again, the last man standing, and I guess they're really relying on more aiming and clutch situations for these players than any type of communication play or set nades. Because have we seen a single A-set smoke on that first half for the Knights? Not really.
Not really, yeah. And like I said, that this might be the kind of play that is pretty good for CLG to play against, because you know, when it's a little bit slower and it goes into the execute, I think that's when CLG kind of struggles more. But when it's a little more fluid, a little more going with the flow, I think that's when the girls can really shine. If they have a good start in their AF, which they did by completely destroying Pistol. And thank you so much for the sub. Throw some pews and some energy for CLG in the chat.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at the Knights' past records as well on Mirage. So they lost 16-14 against Ocean's team. Brazen 16-13. And I'm trying to see how...
I accidentally hit the wrong overlay button, so if you guys don't hear or see anything, it's normal. I am an idiot.
It's all good.
It's all good though. This happened to me yesterday too, and it's happening to me again, but we're back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see here. I think they only won 5 rounds on the counter-terrorist side, so...
Did you say something?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I back? Okay.
No, we're all back. Sorry.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just trying to see how the maps played for Knights. I actually like this new way that the stats are being shown here on Esea, or unless I never clicked enough to actually see it. Are we live already in the Pistol?
Yeah, we're live. We're in the Pistol.
Oh shit, my bad. All right, so let's go back in the action then. But I think if I'm not mistaken, UCF Knights on their last match that they won against Brazen, they only had 5 rounds on CT side 1. So this starts off well here for Benita as she gets the opening kill on to her opponent, but it gets traded off by Char onto Goose. We have a boost as well from BA, who's whipping all of his shots, but he finally connects there onto Benita, runs out of bullets, and now somehow everybody's whiffing their shots on pistols. Oh my god, Emmy now falls. It's up to Diane and Jennifer at upper B. Char's on angles. And there's 2 guys on catwalk, 1 inside B. This is going to be a hard one for her to win, but she does so far with 2 kills, almost a third there. But Childan stops her in her tracks.
That's almost a catastrophe here from... I mean, it looked like a catastrophe from CLG's point of view. Unfortunately, there was a lot of whiffs, like you mentioned. That battle at the boost was pretty difficult to watch. Both players missing bullets, and you know what I'm looking at on the screen, CLG going into a save here is pretty good for them, because look at UCF, they're buying a bunch of SMGs, which is gonna make round 3 in favor of CLG.
They were supposed to play close range with that, but they each a couple of bullets, but they did a nice crossfire setup. Now 2 MP9s falling down. A little bit of money racked, though, at least for Blue Sky. That's $1,200. A bomb plant would be perfect, and Benito should get it, will get it, and that's it. But that's good. I mean, you get 3 MP9 kills, so that's $1,800 in total across the team for the Knights. Diffuse coming through, but you get a full save and a plant. CLG is going to be looking good with ESGs next round.
Yeah, we're gonna go on to a buy here, most likely. I don't know if we're gonna see an op yet. I don't think the girls need it, actually, but who knows. Yeah, no op. We're gonna go 2 SGs, 3 AKs. Let's see what CLG will do with it, because on the counter-terrorist side, we still have 3 SMGs.
They're playing the garbage round pretty much. And from this plays, they paid the price when they try to play it aggressively with the MP9s. So now they're playing a little bit more passive. So this gives a big advantage for CLG Red into this round. So they have a double nade attempted to be thrown towards upper B. The girls are moving down towards lower B to get a setup towards the A bomb site. So they're going to run an A execute and pinch towards connector. So far, though, Childan gets the first headshot onto Benina inside Palace. It's going to be Diane that's going to move forward as well. They boost inside the window, too. Interesting. So Goose Beater should win this fight. Char falls down, looks back up on top of the smoke. He's good fighting through the smoke, but unfortunately couldn't get the full kill. Puts Dan down to 12 HP, but it's traded off by Emmy. So that's more information given away. Moving out of Palace, Razzle gets the kill from Sandwich. He knows the ones at Tetris now as well, as both girls are moving in, and Jennifer takes him down. That's 2 versus 2, a lineup, but Emmy trades it back. She's low on HP. BA's on full HP, but it has an MP9, so it could still be winnable by Emmy if she gets the right angle, but she doesn't. She looks towards CT spawn. BA gets the headshot with the MP9, and now we're tied 9-9.
9-9, and I really thought that CLG had this round in the bags, but every time they were going up in numbers, they were getting traded right away from Blue Sky, who played this map or this round pretty heavy towards A with the SMGs.
Mm-hmm. And they keep buying MP9s. Interesting enough.
You know, CLG is pretty low on money, so we're gonna go ahead and buy more NP9s and not care at all.
Pretty much.
Yeah, conserving our money for later.
But imagine if they went for a pistol armor towards upper B or something. That could have been overpowering the submachine guns that are purchased there for the team on the A side. And look at number 1, actually. He's pushed all the way up Palace. That's Char. Looking at T-Spawn, so they might be expecting a B hold here. Or a B push, rather. So you do have 4 and 3, and that's going to be BA and Childan looking towards upper B. There's a pop line coming across, and they're going to try to take it. With success so far as they take down BA. The op is still alive. Now headshotted by Emmy. And now we have a rotation from Char, but they'll get a bomb plant once again. So the CLG looking good on this pistol. They even headshot Blue Sky. Now coming up towards the upper ramp, it is going to be upper B. It's going to be Char with the MP9. Diane's down at 39. Goosebeater picks up the M4 and takes down Rascal at Catwalk. So it's up to Char, who gets offed in the face by Jennifer. And that is an eco round that comes into fruition for CLG Red.
You called it. That was probably the perfect play considering the weaponry that CLG had. And by putting the M4 on balcony instead of the SMGs, that's probably where UCF Knights made their mistake, because once our main weapon went down in the side, it felt pretty easy for CLG with pistol to just overwhelm them.
Yep. And Knights still feeling very confident into this running. Push 2 into the Palace, and that's going to be Benita taking the first one. It's still going to be a huge fight inside there, and Blue Sky is going to win it after all. So Blue Sky makes it now a 4 versus 4. They managed to salvage an AK-47. A force buy come in for the Knights as well. So they're not showing any respect so far for CLG Red. They really want to reset the economy right away. And so far, it's okay, but they still have some weaknesses in terms of the weapons for Childan and BA. On top of that, no utilities whatsoever to try to prevent any pushes coming through, or even a kit for defuse.
Yeah, I like the slow pacing in the mid-round for CLG here, trying to converge onto B. And we only have a scout left, and although BA gets the first and second kill, scratch everything that I've said, it's going to be very difficult now for Jen to win that. Wow, those 2 kills were so impressive by Childan, who was my player to watch. Right pause at the right time here. We need a little bit of time to chill, as Benita is reconnecting, I believe. So attack pause.
Yeah, that it had to come down to aim for how BA was playing with the scout towards that B bomb site, because he was basically out in the open. He wasn't even scouting it from the bench. So unorthodox position, as he was just on the right side pillar out in the open, and he had to have 2 reactive shots and got them both.
Got the bow with no trade, able to stay alive, causing even more disruption for Jen, not able to, you know, he was in a position that was pretty much impossible for her to trade as long as she stayed up on the balcony, so she had to fall, and then by that time, the rest of UCF was regrouped towards kitchen.
Yeah, you can see how this matchup, Steph, is actually quite close. Not only from the scoreline, but from the fragging department, too. Despite Rascal being 1 in 5, because he probably had to reconnect from the first half, and you have Benita has to reconnect at the same time as well. They're putting up numbers for both sides. I'm not gonna say anything to Diane, because she was actually opping for the CT side. So when you're trying to force rotations with an op from A to B, and when you don't really have that much action happening towards the A side with an op, there's nothing you could really put up in terms of numbers, of course. But when it comes down to frag, she puts it in. So then I got to say that this matchup is quite even for both of these 2 teams.
Yeah, quite even. And we have a match in our hands right now. Although CLG, let me press stab. I was about to say have to save, but I don't think so. I think we're gonna see a 4-0 onto CLG. I don't know
Definitely.
why I thought they were gonna save. We're gonna see a buy as instantly Diane joined. Benita joined the server. Diane went for the SG.
Mm.
And
Interesting though.
Yeah.
Because I think if Diane wanted to keep opping, Goosebreeder could have dropped her an op. She could have dropped an SG for Emmy, and then Goosebreeder could have bought another SG, so they could have full weaponry. So now it's going to be a lower weapon, maybe. Oh no, okay, they're still able to drop an SG, but Goosebreeder's down to 0, so it's an expensive round for the girls.
Expensive round, but I think it's definitely a crucial round for both teams. If we look at the money, UCF is also kind of struggling in that department.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And I forget if we're resetting or not because ESC doesn't allow us to have these stats. But I think it's been pretty back and forth between the both teams in the last couple of rounds, so it's gonna be really rough for whoever loses this one.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. UCF loses this one, they're going to only have $1,400. So they're going to be on an eco. And then CLG Red, if they lose this one, it's going to be 5 rounds. It's going to be $3,400, which would be a pistol buy to the next round. Which is okay, because I've been doing quite well with pistols. But looks like it's going to be an execution towards the A bomb site. Double flash for them to run out. They have a smoke on the staircase. Molly to hold them down. One at ticket booth, and it's going to be Benita. Just tapping through the smoke. It takes down Rascal, so the scout is now down. Running through the smoke is going to be another one. Blue Sky looking, I don't know where, because he went face-to-face versus Emmy. Thought that she was going to drop, but she just looks down, death from above, and now already a 5-on-3 for the ladies, as BA is making his turn on the top of the ticket booth. Now, Goosebreeder is trying to move forward. Maybe a pop flash for her to run through. No, they don't have any utilities left. Oh, yeah, they did. They just threw it, but she looks towards the staircase first to take down Chill Dan. Now, Char and BA at this point, they're going to try to save, but Diane's on alert to try to catch them on the rotation. Gets the headshot onto Char, but BA is trying to save the M4 towards the B bomb site, and Diane's working her way towards there. Now the position's given away. The bomb is going to go off. The round is going to be, no matter what, in favor of CLG. But can they hunt him down? BA stuck inside the van with no utilities, and he should be able to now at this point.
Yeah, beautiful run from CLG. It was kind of weird from UCF, especially that run through the smoke down in closet. Those kind of plays don't really work as much anymore, but it almost worked, not gonna lie, because Amy had her knife out. It was quick switching to utility. Not quite sure, so she had to recover from her animation before shooting him in the head, but thankfully it worked out. And for round 22, we're gonna see a force buy for UCF.
SG is so slow to take out, like the CZ for me. I just find it's like one of the longest weapons to pull out to get a frag or at least a bullet out. So if she actually got caught from a kill at Sandwich, I would have been mad in her position.
Yeah, but always keep your gun out, Vance.
Sun's out, guns
always.
out. Mirage is a sunny day. Always keep the guns out.
It's unfortunately a pretty bad habit that a lot of puggers have, because
you calling me a pugger now?
No, I'm calling me a pugger actually, because we get so, because I just played CS earlier and we get so impatient just waiting, and we just quick switch and move a lot, and it's a pretty bad habit to have to break to.
For me, as soon as I get a kill, I never think that there's going to be another one person close to go for a trade. So I just try to pull the knife out to get to the next position as fast as possible, even if it's like only like 10 feet in front of me. And I always get caught because of that. It's kind of annoying in that sense. But pop flash being thrown at first towards that middle side from upper B for them to walk back towards an A ramp. So it was a fake for CLG Red that doesn't pay off because Blue Sky's pushed up that palace. He's going to come up on a huge flank. And they're still going to try to take down Char, but Diane gets a nice pop flash. Char was fully blinded at ticket booth, and Blue Sky has to come up big with the MP9 now. All three remaining members of UCF from B are rotating at CT spawn already. Bomb plan for the A ramp. This is going to be huge because now that it's planted for them, they're going to run back. And now it's going to be Blue Sky coming with the flank, but he hasn't shot yet. Oh, but Jennifer turns around and headshots him. Now Goosebreeder headshot him to Rascal at connector. He played it smart to play it slow, but maybe a little bit too slow, and he paid the price. Now it's a 4 versus 2. Oh, a scout shot through the box. Diane falls down, and at the same time, both the remaining players to the CT side are sub 50 HP. This should be the round coming in for CLG, especially with the bomb plan for them. BA should get the nade on to Jennifer, and that's it to save his M4. And it's going to be 12-10 in favor of CLG Red. And can Goosebeater actually get this kill on the rotation? Bomb going off, and she does.
What a scary round from CLG. I do not like that no one was just watching the flank for so long. Bomb is planted. There was 3 people ticket and no one was watching the flank. But thankfully, Jen with the fast turn, quick. And if you look at the scoreboard, she's on fire. Being the most, the biggest fragger in this game with 22 kills.
This girl is on fire! Pistol save and a scout for BA as we're rushing towards the upper B bomb site for CLG Red. And the pop flashes are perfect right now for CLG. They always get the initial entry with a blinded CT member, and they're just going to sweep them off their feet. So
Nothing,
it's going to be CLG Red.
Yeah. Nothing much to say about this round. Perfect call here for whoever did it. Let's get this over with. Let's stick together as a pack, even if they're stacking B. We came out on top, and it's 13 round for CLG. Really close from victory here.
Very dominant performance. I'm really liking what I see from CLG Red. This is the 4th match that I've casted. The first one was great when they won it. I think it was on Overpass that we casted Steph versus Front. But let's talk about that a little bit later. We're pushing up towards mid, and a pop flash this time comes in fruition for UCF as they even things up on a 3 versus 3, also forcing Childan to fall back after that initial battle. So yes, they've gained a bit of territory for the CT side. And now, though, from the position, it seems that they're still playing like a 1-1-1 at this point. It's going to be a very hard position, actually, for UCF to try to hold off the site. But what was I trying to say?
I don't know, but usually in a 3v3, in this specific situation with 1 minute left, I think CLG has the advantage if they stick together. They will have to face maybe 1, max 2 players if they do stick together. So taking it slow is the right call, but as you can see on the mini-map, Goose is already way ahead on 2B. She's in a great position, just being very patient with her, I want to say with everything, just holding that jump up and it's going to allow all of CLG to come as close as her to be able to pop execute on 2B extremely fast.
Yeah, and Childan is in a position to go for a quick fight if he wants to, but he's going to be on catwalk. BA, though, inside jail. He's going to be able to get the first kill onto Goosebeater, and Childan coming from catwalk. Diane and Jennifer both fall at upper B. So UCF Knights, they're able to get that round, and that's what I was trying to say. So CLG Red, first match we casted was against Front GG. They won that on Overpass. The last 2 that I casted solo, they needed to step up a little bit in their communication game and the way that they played as a team. It wasn't as cohesive as usual, and then now we get to see it again. So I like to see this type of form from the ladies.
Yeah, I wish they went slow here on their B take instead of doing that pop thing, because I think they would have came out on top if they did. It was been easier to trade the guy at bench all by himself. With that pop flash, they made whoever was catwalk turn around and be able to kill whoever was jumping pretty easily.
Totally agree with you, because Goosebeater held that angle for like a minute and a half. Like, if she didn't hear anything inside the site and nobody moving or rotating, they could just try to walk out.
Yeah, they were in a great position to do it. So unfortunate.
Yeah. So it looks like an A execute for the ladies, and once again, we're going to try to take control of lower B and a pinch up towards the A bomb site. Maybe. Because they've thrown a couple of smokes, but they haven't really ran in yet. They still have two more smokes to work with. And the way that I see it, maybe the last 2 smokes, that's Jennifer and also Emmy, but Emmy's inside underpass. So I thought they were going to run another smoke towards CT spawn and maybe jungle, so that connector could move up to a clear view. But Blue Sky is a little bit more antsy. He walks into the palace and he pays the price. Benita takes him down. Molly's down towards the balcony, and it's going to be the cue for them to try to pinch across. Char on the top of the catwalk, going face-to-face now against the catwalk player, but these one-taps are still going to work here for UCF. Now it's a 3 versus 3. Make that a 3 versus 1. Street Raider moved up towards the connector side and drops the last 2.
That was potentially the round that will make CLG Red win this map. It is This is definitely the time to take a timeout for UCF Knights. Kill that momentum. We just lost a crucial round. We are broke. We're going into tie round for CLG. We really can't afford to let them go into this momentum. But Goose Breeder has been doing a lot of work on this CT side, on this T side. I've been really impressed with the way she's handling these battles.
And I don't think UCF Knights knows the concept of timeouts, so they just went straight for it. They gambled towards the B-bomb set as well with full pistols. Should be an easy takedown for the ladies, as Childan and Rascal are on the top of the staircase. There's a gap in that smoke, but they're still going to be able to get this plan for A ramp, so that's good. This should be sealed deal round for CLG. I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to catch a curse this one here, but a pop flash coming across. Now we have one burning. It's going to be Blue Sky burning to death. But at least position given away here for BA to go for a surprise attack. Fully blinded, drive-by, headshot, or not a headshot, sorry. Gets a couple of bullets in the back of Goose Beater. So he's going to try to salvage his AK-47. Will be able to do so. And with that, they're dropping like flies. 1, 2, and a third one courtesy of Emmy.
Emmy with the 4K here. It might have been a save round, but it was a beautiful end of round for her. Taking out that Glock and getting these last 2 kills with it. Match point!
Yeah, this is dope. Match point for CLG Red. Tremendous display on the CT side from Jennifer. Tremendous display from Goose Breeder on the T side. And now a 4K from Jennifer. It seems everything's falling into place for CLG Red to run away with this game. As we're trying to take a little bit more aggressive control towards mid this time. And that smoke doesn't cover enough. So Rascal at triple box is able to take down Jennifer running across Catwalk as we're trying to pinch towards this B bomb site still. It. A couple of sprays coming across as Blue Sky connects with one. Char's playing towards Get Right and drops 2 of his own. And Benita is going to be on a 4 versus 1 and a 4 versus 0.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like the pacing in that round. Might have been a little too fast. I think what's going on right now with UCF is that they're getting used to that really fast pacing that CLG has been giving them in the last, I want to say, 5 rounds in a row. So I think it's time for a momentum, not a momentum switch, that's not what I'm trying to say, but for a little bit of pacing switch for CLG as they go into the save round. 4 Palace might be it, as we see BA
from BA. And it aids right there. Tremendous display. Trying to move inside the A-bomb site. We go for a pop flash to move inside A. But Blue Sky once again, deadly position, this time from Sandwich, gets a 4K, almost an ace. They get 2 kills with the pistols. Thankfully, that damaged BA does not make him pay the price because they went towards the opposite site, and they're 2 rounds away for bringing this to overtime.
Yeah, what a great round from Childan. If E goes down, this is a completely different story, pushing all of UCF behind the smokes, leaving CLG with the plant for sure. So this was a pretty critical 4K here.
Starts off here with a molly that forces Char down to 69 HP. Forced to fall back on the top of the connector. And he's going to fall back inside the A side because even that smoke he was trying to throw to cover up the molly didn't give a position for him to be able to watch back towards top mid. So it's going to be a slow round. You said they needed a change of pace for CLG Red. This is the first gun round where they actually played very slowly and even a off at the hands of Diane.
Yeah, this is exactly what CLG Red needs to do. Although, if from our point of view, because we're cheating, we see all of CLG is kind of hurt here on their HP. So we're going to have to see some personal kind of amazing personal play here, yeah, to be able to win this round.
Definitely, and it comes down to still looking towards his mid control. Even Diane with the ops going to look back towards Catwalk. But we turtle back inside the site for BA and for Childan, and BA loves this spot here. I call this a jail area because it's not necessarily behind the bench. So it's a hard angle to actually take down, especially on an execution. And Jennifer's so close. If the smoke dissipates, is she going to get spotted? Oh, the footstep gets hurt, though. Jennifer ran up to try to throw a smoke, and because of that, that gave Rascal a lineup for 2 kills. You hate to see it.
Yeah, this is really hard to see at that point. It was almost perfect from CLG if they get that kill.
Well, they get a bomb plant at least. So that's going to end it there. Goose Breeder is at 50 HP. She's pretty much stuck out in the open here as Char is going to headshot her, and they're 1 round away of bringing us to overtime. That single step. If they didn't do that single step, they could have maybe caught, I think it was Blue Sky, right? Playing towards the staircase. Maybe could have caught him off guard there.
Yeah, he's been having great rounds. Not gonna lie, left and right. As we take this pause, finally, I believe it's on. It must be CLG. We haven't seen a lot of pauses at all today, which I repeat myself if you watch me all the time, but I think that if you're at 15-14 and you did not take a single pause, you're doing something wrong. But like we mentioned in the chat, let's put some CLG red in the chat. Take our energy, CLG, because we need it right now.
Yeah, definitely with the situation where they don't have enough money going into this round for CLG red. So you have 2 Galils, an SG, Deagle, and P250. But again, not discounting them because I know how good these girls have been with the pistols in this matchup so far, except for the pistol round, but that was both sides. But can they get anything done into this round here? Looks like it's a fast upper B control to start things off, and then lower B just to try to dispatch some players across. But did somebody drop down to the bottom? No, they're actually boosting up on catwalk, so that's going to be Char and BA who missed the boost. They say, screw it, we're not going to do the boost, but they have 3 guys towards B, so they have a great gamble on this stack for UCF Knights at the beginning of the round.
They did, but I think that the pressure Goose is putting is perfect for what CLG needs here. She allowed the Opper to break that angle with her smoke and her utility flashes. Everything went right for her. As Diane catches Blue Sky out guard. Really not. Like, I'm not quite sure what UCF is doing here. Trying to retake control of part of the map, but it's not working at all for them.
Yeah, and they missed the window smoke too. And now they even smoke off for the person that was on catwalk. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay, so they're going to try to pinch towards upper B. We forced Char back into the ladder room, but he's still in a great position to crossfire inside the B site. Now there's 40 seconds left on the clock, and we've committed to 4 players that are going to run out. They only have 1 flash to run out of this, and it's going to be Jennifer that's going to throw it. So here's that pop flash. The crossfire is going to come out soon. Inside the site is going to be chilled down with the op. He gets the first frag onto Goose Breeder. He gets the second one onto Benita. You still have the player live on catwalk, and that's Char to take down Emmy. And we are now going to overtime as Childan gets a hat trick with the op.
Overtime. This is what we fear. Childan really pulling true here on this end of the round. Wow, I did not expect CLG to go back to B after getting all of these kills towards mid. Unfortunately for them, they might have overthought that a little bit, especially after knowing that there was an opera towards there from Goose.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta try to rethink what happened that round there, because Diane got her first kill with the P250, and she was underpassed, right? And got the kill onto catwalk. And then we had a second kill onto catwalk as well, from an SG, but they never saw the third player, Char, who was playing towards catwalk. So thinking then, okay, we got 2 kills on catwalk, there should be maximum only 1 player remaining inside the B bomb site. Maybe that's why they decided to go back and execute towards B. But it has been very slow on the way they executed that, right? So no matter what, it gave a chance for Char, who was stressed out about play inside the winter room, went into the ladder room. Yeah. But I think another thing was a mistake from CLG Red was missing that smoke inside the window and then smoke it up on catwalk. It kind of gives it away that you're trying to work your way towards B.
If you smoke catwalk?
No, sorry, that window side and the catwalk. No, it should have been towards an A side.
Yeah.
I don't know actually.
I don't know. Like I said, I think they should have just utilized that smoke and went A actually with it when everything was unfolding. But as the next round starts in overtime, Benita gets caught off guard trying to be sneaky down the ladder by Blue Sky or Childan. Actually, I'm not quite sure which opera was there.
Yeah, it was Blue Sky, but it's still quite funny how she was able to have her back turned at the ladder, so she was able to walk outside the site and not see anybody. That was weird how they played that for the CT side. But it's still going to be not so bad for CLG Red to try to take this middle control. They're going to pick up the bomb as well. And you still have Goose Breeder looking towards upper B. So are they going to try to go for a split into this B bomb site? They do have utilities to smoke off the top, or they already did. A counter smoke coming in from the CT side on the top of catwalk as well. And they're going to boost up. Childan opping at his usual position. Now falls back towards the bench. This is going to be tough for the girls to take towards Catwalk.
Yeah, and it's not, this exact position has not been pretty successful for CLG.
Oh, no.
Oh, that... Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see it, CLG got really lucky here.
But he's still alive, unfortunately. He's still alive inside the B bomb site. So we're running back towards A. We get a smoke here to try to run up and plant towards triple box. But there's 10 seconds left on the clock. They have to move in quick. You have the Opera of Blue Sky inside CT spawn. A spray through the smoke. A random spray through the smoke takes the bomb down. They're not going to get the plant. This is going to be too late. Thankfully, Emmy died before the time ran out.
Nothing is going CLG's way that round. Everything that's been missing left and right has not been successful. But right now, Childan is a monster at B. Everything he's doing is working. And you know, when you play these kind of games and you see that someone has been on rampage round after round after round, the best way to counter that is just to stop going there.
Hey man, they're stubborn. They want to take him down. Even I thought that Childan was gonna die eventually when he whiffed that first shot on that boost coming in from Catwalk, but somehow he stayed alive. He even got the opening at fan side as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a missed smoke here, I think, from Goose. She's not able to push forward to execute the upper B push, but it's enough for all of UCF to be wasting their utility at B, which is still a good thing for them.
Yeah. Lots of flashes being thrown, incendiary grenades being thrown. What's left here? Another utility that just got thrown from Childan inside B, so they don't really have that much left towards the B bomb site. So this is good for them to deplete that. So they could always turn it back around and execute towards A to have no utilities on a counter from the CT side. Goosebeater's in a great spot, though. Try to take down the opponents. Oh, but she's boosting up. Nice job. At least Diane was there towards Chair. So she's able to dispatch Char, who is boosted, so they know there's at least a second player towards Catwalk, and they should know that Childan is opting towards B. So it's a 2-2 split on the defense for the CT side, so they're going to decide to go towards A. Goosebeater gets the first frag onto Rascal Underpass, as she got boosted inside the window earlier on. Blue Sky still trying to off. Gets the wall bang onto Diane, down to 32 HP. 24 seconds left on the clock, and we'll get the bomb plant. So these are looking good. This situation's looking quite good for CLG Red.
Really good molly onto Cat by Emmy, and the timing on Goose peeking A, everything was perfect.
Now, Childan does see the bomb in his scope. They're trying to go for a peek towards CT spawn. They immediately get both killed. Or immediately both die, rather, sorry. As Childan trying to save his up, trying to go for exit kills, gets the first one onto Jennifer. But I don't really think you really need a chase at this point. I mean, it's $16,000 on a 3-round. You have money no matter what. So, unless they want a confidence just to try to kill him, it's okay. Because I think they have money to buy no matter what for the T side as well. So, it's going to be 16-16. And a good T round executed by CLG Red.
Yeah, I think in this situation, it's more like a boost. Like a let's chase him just to kill his morale. Because everybody was able to buy anyway for the last round of this first OT.
At the end, though, you see that Childan hasn't been missing really many off shots at the same time, so maybe you're just lighting him up for the remainder of this OT as well.
We're going to see a rush here onto CLG as Goosebreeder gets lagged at a ramp.
Yeah, big nade as well. That's going to put Benita down, and a little bit slow in the reaction from Goosebreeder as Rascal gets the first off shot with the second one, trying to go for a third, and even Childan's already rotated, so they're all getting dropped. It's a 4 versus 2. Blue Sky on the top of the staircase should be able to see Diane. And now as the smoke dissipates, she falls. Jennifer, stuck on a 3 versus 1, has to go for a clear bunch of 4 versus 1 to try to win that one, but it doesn't pan out. And it's going to end up 17-16 for the Knights, but CLG Red looking a little bit better on the CT side from the way that we saw it on that first half. So let's not discount them into this matchup.
CLG had the right call here, did everything right. They were able to get to ticket with no death, but for some reason, never in this round, they were able to close off spawn away from Rascal, who was just able to peek and repeek and repeek and repeek without getting traded. Yeah. So it shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, I think we saw a lot of flashes being thrown as well for retakes, because I think one of the opshots that Rascal got was had the assist icon coming in as well. So I guess that's why Goosebreeder was a little bit slower in her reaction. She was blinded from that kill. But for this round, Blue Sky's trying to do the same thing as the ladies did, and the pop flash works in favor this time of the T side as he drops 2, and now he opens it up. It's not looking good at all. CLG Red looking at a situation where they're going to have to force a double overtime as a quick round came through from the Knights. And to dispatch every single ladies one by one, and there's only Emmy remaining, and everybody's looking so healthy for the T side.
This specific strat worked as well during the regular round time of this game. So unfortunately, CLG died exactly the same way earlier in this match. So it sucks that we were not able to adjust to potentially get it run again by UCF.
Now we're even trying to go for a double up. So we're going to have an opera towards B and opera towards A. Maybe even a window at this point. But from the way that I've seen things, we haven't played middle a lot for the ladies. So yeah, indeed. We're going to have the opera towards ticket booth. The second one towards Van. Mid control is going to be out in the open and full control of UCF Knights, sorry. It's going to be a tough one here.
Yeah, a little bit of slowdown of pace here on UCF. And that nade really efficient here on BA.
And we're re-smoking towards the palace, so that's going to keep Dan stuck in the palace for quite a while. And Char is still trying to do a solo play towards upper B, and it works out because I think Benita was on the top of the balcony. So she gets picked off. You still have the Opera waiting to try to catch on rotations, but you also have Emmy that's close by, and she trades it off, thankfully. Now, 3 players from UCF Knights on the top mid. Goosebitter takes down the Opera as well. So now the map control has been lost by UCF Knights. And CLG Red are moving and inching closer and closer to bring this into overtime again. You also have Jennifer that actually pushed up all the way towards A ramp. So with the time remaining, she's going to be able to catch BA off guard if they don't look at this angle. Especially if they try to throw nades before going through. Oh, he's looking at it. He wins that one down to 15 HP, but that could be the call for the ladies to rotate. Amali forcing now BA by himself outside the site. Can they hold it? BA's at the box. He does win that fight against Goosebeater. How does that happen? Now it's a 3 versus 2 with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Nothing going on CLG's way this round as we're up number. Bomb that planet yet. This 10 seconds left.
They have a incinerator grenade. Oh no, they didn't use it. They used the pop flash instead. And a trade comes across. Diane's on a 2 versus 1. The thorn on the side was going to be BA, but the quick scope doesn't come into favor for Diane. And unfortunately, the ladies fall down. I apologize, guys. It's a caster's curse.
Yeah,
I said they were going to win this round, and it didn't.
I even said they were going to win the match, I think, at 14-11. Oh, la, 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 la. This is really unfortunate from CLG. Hold on. Let me just fix here. I'm not quite sure why I broke everything, guys.
Yeah, but I still don't know how BA was able to get, what was it, 2 or 3 kills moving into A ramp to the site with 14 HP, opening up the defense, and even still setting up at triple box.
My camera is broken, so I put my secondary cam. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. But this is going to leave CLG Red in a... I even broke 4. So I think CLG is 6-10 this season. Let me refresh.
Do they make it to playoffs?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's going to leave the girls 6-10. But so many games this season's went into overtime or ended 16-14. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3 games this season that went into overtime 16-14. And a lot of the games where the girls lost that they had double digit. So this is a pretty interesting season for CLG. And this is going to close their season 33. I have no idea what are the rules for season 34. Is it because are the girls gonna stay in CS:GO Advanced? I assume that 6 is enough to secure their spot in Advanced. But we're gonna have a little bit of a off season to be able to prepare for the next season, because I don't think that 6-10 will lead them to playoffs. I think it might be a little bit too low in the rankings. Yeah, I'm gonna put the rankings in the division in the chat because it's not so bad. The girls are 43 out of 64. So I assume it's enough to keep their spots because there's a lot of the teams that are under them in the
Awesome.
scores. Yeah.
No, it's still pretty good, right? I think it's their first season in advance, 6-10, and it's good experience to move on into the next season of 34, depending on what's going to happen actually for that season.
Yeah, I hope that the girls are going to learn from most of the games that happened during this season because there was a lot of great things, but there was also a lot of things that we can improve from. And I think that's the goal, right? Especially in this off season, there's going to be a couple of seasons in a row that the girls don't do any roster change, maybe like 2 or 3. So this is what we want and what we like to see so that the girls can come back stronger next season.
Awesome. Well, Steph, thanks so much for having me again. Hopefully, with my caster curse for tonight, I could still come out for more casting into the next season.
Yes,
I'm not
absolutely.
gonna I'm not gonna try to beat everything to the gun before it actually happens. I'm just gonna call the action as I see it, as a low tier play by play caster without going through assumptions.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure to have you on tonight and just overall the whole season. You're now my duo. Okay, let's be real.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Thank you
Mentally and Steph.
so much. And thank you so much to everyone in chat that supported us all season. If the girls do any qualifier in the coming next weeks or whatnot, I'll make sure to stream it anyway. And I'll be streaming this weekend. I think it's Saturday live from the CLG office for my new egg drink computer stuff. So make sure to be there on my stream because I will be streaming more this week and especially this Saturday. So PC build. So thank you so much, everyone. This was Ventily at Ventily as well as missharvey everywhere. Go tell the girls that you love them on their social and we'll bye.